we've got Spider-Man Brand New Day post-credit scene predictions. Venom and something to do with Avengers Doomsday. That's what needs to happen. Which hopefully will. Don't know. Gotta see.
Marvel and Sony's overall plans for Spider-Man in the MCU have been revealed. Now, keep in mind, Spider-Man Brand New Day is filming right now, and it really does look like it's going to be an incredible movie. But remember, this is the first movie of a new trilogy, and Marvel and Sony seemingly already have a lot of plans for their next two films, including who the villains are going to be. And it looks like Kingpin is indeed going to be built up as a big bad. And it looks like one of the post-credit scenes for Spider-Man Brand New Day might show us this. And that's in just one post-credit scene, but we're going to talk about what the two post-credit scenes for Spider-Man Brand New Day are rumored to be in this video. We also have a really interesting report that the Venom symbiote that currently exists in the MCU is causing problems for the universes because it is from a different universe. We'll break it all down in this video. Now, with so many villains being in Spider-Man Brand New Day, a lot of people have been throwing out the name Kingpin as far as who the main villain might possibly be. Because although a lot of villains are already confirmed for this movie, we don't actually have a main villain yet. And while it seems like Kingpin isn't going to be the main villain of this, it does seem like he could be behind a lot of other villains that are going to appear in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So for one of the post-credit scenes, it looks like Marvel and Sony might tease Kingpin. According to insider Alex Perez from thecosmiccircus.com, Marvel's plan is for Kingpin to fight against Spider-Man further down the line. Even better, that storyline could be teased, and the Billy Cox have basically said that, yeah, there's going to be a season 3. If we think about all of those events where Kingpin is in a major position of power in New York City where Spider-Man is, it makes a ton of sense for them to eventually cross paths, and Marvel has already been setting up Kingpin to be a big bad of the street side of the MCU. At this point, we've had him in many different projects. We've had him in Hawkeye, in Echo, in Daredevil Born Again, and let's not forget that Peter Parker/Spider-Man did meet Matt Murdock. This is something that Marvel Studios and Sony want to go towards, the story of Kingpin and Spider-Man. However, the really cool thing is it's not just going to be Kingpin that they're going to build up towards. Yes, he's going to be pretty big, but there are also some other pretty big villains that Marvel and Sony are already planning to build up to, according to some new reports. And these reports are also coming from Alex Perez at thecosmiccircus.com. Now, in case you missed this, he did state the idea behind the multiple side villains that we're seeing reported by multiple scoopers isn't because scoopers are confused. A good majority of those villains being reported are meant to be a part of an opening montage similar to the Fantastic Four First Steps, where we would see Spider-Man take on these villains over the years since No Way Home. So that explains why we're hearing so many different reports about so many different villains being in Spider-Man No Way Home. They're going to do a little montage in the beginning of the film. He also added, "We'll see how with each passing battle, Peter would upgrade his suit, reaching the one we see in Brand New Day, till they break." So this might actually imply that we could get another crossover with Tom Hardy's Venom, since it's from his universe and it is a piece of his Venom symbiote. Plus, not to mention, they did tease at the end of Venom: The Last Dance that the symbiote was indeed still alive. And I think it would be really unfortunate if Tom Hardy's Venom didn't get to appear in Doomsday or Secret Wars. I think it would be a pretty big missed opportunity. But this has some serious implications for Avengers Doomsday. We know incursions are obviously going to play a big role in the plot of Avengers Doomsday, but we've also been hearing that the main Earth 616 universe is actually going to be on a collision course with the X-Men universe. And I don't think that the Venom universe and the X-Men universe are the same at all. So this report implies that Earth 616 could be on a collision course with multiple different universes, which to me just points to the fact that, as we've been expecting, everything is going to be destroyed.
Yep. So we've had news about Venom maybe being in it, which needs to happen. But this movie has Punisher and the Hulk in it. So where does Venom come into play? I don't know. He might be at the end credit, and that will lead to the next Spider-Man movie, and then the third Spider-Man movie might be Carnage, which that'll be good. But yeah, that's all we got, and still pumped, still excited, and yeah, that's it.